Right back with Kyle on the right.
For most of that game, did you feel like the offense back to your right? I feel like most of the game, the offense was as good as the defense was bad.
Yeah, well, the defense wasn't bad for 18 minutes in the first half. And then the last couple minutes of the first half, we just let down. Then we went for 5-6 minutes. So this team just played 24 minutes of the way I need them to play. About 24. Then the rest of it was Winthrop just slicing and dicing and driving in threes. And again, we gave up 8 threes to their centers. And our centers have their hands down, and the guy just shoots the ball. Or you just totally leave him and he shoots a 3. I mean, you know, I'm sitting there watching. We had one, we went under a handoff, number 13, who's their best 3-point shooter. We went under. So he catches it and shoots it. He went off a double screen, we were switching out. Guess what we didn't do? We didn't switch out, and he shoots a 3. So some of this we're doing it to ourselves. The biggest thing this team doesn't have right now is the discipline to play 40 minutes. We just don't. But I'm happy it was 24 minutes. That's better than some of these games where they're 15 minutes, 12 minutes.
Questions? Front first.
Is that who you expect Tyler Hero to be with the 7 assists tonight?
That was surprising. I told him that was. I said for the worst passer I've ever coached in my history to have 7 assists, that's an amazing accomplishment. He says he's not that bad a passer. I said, well, but he did good today. You know, but again, making him catch and shoot, all we worked on. And believe me, I was all over him. If he brought that ball down or if he dipped before he shot, I was, no. Now, he doesn't make as many because he had never practiced that way. He's never ever worked that way. It's not like you got to get these off. The one he missed, I thought he wound up again. Like he thinks, well, if I slow down, I got a better chance. No, you don't. Catch it and get it off. And that's what your shot is. You got one shot. Whether they're on you, whether they're not on you. Catch it and get it off. Much better today. Keldon did some good things, but still not defending. Can't stay in front of people. And we're trying to tell him, give ground. And the biggest play for us of the game was Nick's block in the second half, which helped us go on that run. Nick blocked it. Keldon got beat on a straight line drive. He bodied the guy ran right around him. Nick blocked it. We go down, make a 3, make another play, make a 3, and they got to call a timeout. That was Nick Richards. But that's who he must be. Or EJ. And if they're both doing it, subbing for each other, we're good. If one's not doing it, I'm playing the other. We need that guy. That will change our defense. You saw at the end, the guy reversed last play of the game and shoot a 6'1" guy. Shot a layup on our 6'8" guy. Just turned and shoot. Well, that's why you have EJ or Nick in there, one of those two.
Yeah, back here. Are you starting to get the consistency out of PJ that you want?
Yeah, I'm trying. Again, you know, he goes a double-double, but, you know, I want more from him. I want more from him. I want him to, you know, don't ever let up, ever, or sub yourself. If you don't feel like really, just go, man. And when he does it, he's as good as any player in the country. And when he doesn't, he's okay. But he doesn't have an impact on the game. The other way, he absolutely impacts the game. And I'm just saying, I'm not going to accept anything other than that. I told him at halftime. I told him after the game. If those 24 minutes are what you're going to give, that's what we're striving for, to get that to 40. And if it takes us time to get there, that's fine. You know, we had 20 assists on 30 baskets. You know, it's pretty good stuff. But again, we don't have enough hockey assists. Does anybody in here know what a hockey assist is? Some of you do. Jerry, you have no idea, so don't even act like you know.
I'm going to call you for icing.
And Jerry, you have no follow-ups. You asked one question.
Jerry, first one question.
Okay, my one question's a two-parter.
Don't laugh at him, you encourage him.
how well do you think they bought into going to the post for scores, and what do you think of the feeding the post element of that?
We still got work to do. What I saw on tape, and Pat has done a great job with Winthrop. I mean, you know, he's got these guys playing the way they got to play. He's got senior guards that, you know, space the court and get in, and he's got 5 men that can shoot threes. He's playing a way that they're a dangerous team. We just started right out of the gate. We were pretty good to get going. You know, but there are games where we're not going to be able to just throw it and jam it in there. But you could do it other ways. And the one thing is, when you have that as an option and you can shoot the ball the way we do, it becomes tough now. What are you going to give us something near the basket? Or you're going to, you know, you're going to scramble and see who's open? But we have a bunch of guys that I think can make shots. I got on Emmanuel. I don't know if you remember, the ball came to him and there was no one on him, and he hesitated. Why did you hesitate? And then he drove in, left his feet, and threw a pass. Now, thank goodness there was no charge, but it could have been, instead of just shooting it. We have that kind of team where he can shoot it, Quad A can shoot it, Keldon can shoot it, Tyler Hero can shoot it. I mean, we got a bunch of guys. Our bigs can shoot. I mean, they put Nick at the line. That was a mistake. I mean, all of us said, they put Nick at the line? Thank goodness. Like, you think, well, just because he's big, he can shoot too. So we're getting better, but we still got to work. I limited what our big guys were going to do today. We were just taking one dribble and shooting the ball. Or if you got trapped, one dribble out and pass the ball. No, we're bringing everything we're doing back to like the first week.
Over in the middle.
You talked earlier about figuring out who your separators are. Are you certain of any of your
If
players?
PJ plays, he's one of them. But we're still searching. If he'll compete and battle with a high motor, like high motor cuts, high motor going after rebounds on both ends, flying down the court, defensively coming up with steals so we can, yeah, he becomes that guy. He had 3 steals today. You know, but there's only one way to be that guy, and that is with an unbelievably high motor, and then sub yourself and say, Coach, I'm ready to go back in.
Yeah.
John, I know that you accept a certain amount of turnovers as being aggressive, but they had 27 points on 19 turns
Yeah,
today.
it's bad.
Was it
We
one
had
thing
some
in
just thrown
particular?
well, we were offensive fouling in the post. You know, when they do this and you're trying to get them off you, that was a foul. So we probably had 4 of those, 3 of those at least, maybe 4. We had a couple others throwing the ball to the post. So PJ had 2 of those, maybe 3. Ashton had 1 that I can remember. So what I just told you is half of them were that. And then, you know, I'm going to watch the tape and see exactly. But again, we had our bigs with a lot of turnovers. So that means either we've got to not throw them the ball to put them in that position because they're going to turn it over, or we're going to have to work with them so that they see the turnovers they're making and why. Most of it is you're making the hardest pass you can make. Just make an easy pass. And again, a hockey assist is if a man is in front of you, throw him the ball. Well, I can't because I don't get an assist from that because he'll throw it to somebody who may throw it to somebody else. Guys are fighting it right now. Like, if the guy's ahead, I got to throw this for an assist. We can't. That can't be who we are, especially with our size. Because if the court is space, pass, PJ got it and drive. He's too big. He's too strong. Same with Reed. Reed just goes and shoots layups.
For Daryl and TJ.
John, do you sense this team is better served playing Sunday, Wednesday, Friday, or better off in December when you're playing just once a week?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, we got better. I mean, that was good. And again, defensively, for 18 minutes in the first 6 of the second, 24 minutes, we played pretty good defense. You understand at halftime, folks, they had 21 points from the 3-point line. And they had 16 points from the 2. Come on now, let's figure this out. Why is this happening? And so now, if they had 21 at halftime, you'd have said, boy, you got better defensively, but we're still giving up threes. And of those threes, at halftime, 7 of them were from their centers. I mean, it's, so now we went from the two or the point guard shooting them to now the center shooting.
Last question, TJ.
You had 9 guys play over 10 minutes, 8 over 15 minutes. You've done it with a lot of guys. You've had 6, 7-man rotations. Do you envision this? How do you see it playing out?
What I want to do is I want to challenge Nick and EJ, whichever one is blocking shots and having a presence, you play more. So if you want to play more, you do that. If they're both doing it, that's great. With PJ and Reed, if you want to play together, you can't, somebody's got to guard the basket. If you can't and they're shooting layups, I will not play you two together. That means you're playing when he's not playing. And if he's playing better, you won't play as much. And then with the guard play, I'm trying to define how guys should play. But it's hard because they got a lot of clutter coming at them of how they should be playing. And I'm trying to define a way that they can really look like a very good basketball player. Matter of fact, outstanding, and you don't see any of this other stuff. But that's going to take time. That'll take time. But it was good that we had 5 guys in double and one had 8, and that was Travis. Which is, he had some kickouts for shots. And
All right, thanks, folks.
have a great Thanksgiving, folks. Everybody out there, hope you're with family and friends and you enjoy your time. We all have so much to be thankful for. Thanks.
Guys, on that note, obviously no media before Friday's game.